Power Rangers Cosmic Fury premieres on September 29, 2023, and we have already seen some official images, as well as a bit of information about the synopsis. In April, we had the premiere of the special episode, and even though they didn't want to say anything, these two projects may actually be closely related. We obviously could not see this in the special episode because the target audience for each project is different, since the special episode was for adults and Cosmic Fury is still for a child audience. This makes it so they can't mix Cosmic Fury with the special episode, but it doesn't mean we can't see some things from the special episode in Cosmic Fury. The first thing we've already been able to see is that Billy is going to appear in Cosmic Fury, and we all have a suspicion that other Mighty Morphin Rangers may appear. What many have not commented on is the appearance of Zordon, since in the special episode this was something important due to the return of Rita Repulsa. This is something that they should not leave unfinished, since, if in fact Cosmic Fury is going to be the last season of this universe before the reboot, then it would be very sad if they did not show the return of Zordon. We all know that Zordon is one of the most important characters in the franchise, and when talking about Mighty Morphin, we must mention Zordon. If Billy is going to participate in Cosmic Fury as the team's mentor, it is possible that he will continue with his experiments to bring Zordon back, and maybe with Solan's help he will be able to do it. Let's be honest, if we get to see the return of Zordon in Cosmic Fury, this could be the most epic moment in the entire history of this Dino Fury saga. This is not to say that Dino Fury has not been spectacular, but the return of a character as important as Zordon would position itself as the most exciting moment in the entire saga. Before the special episode was released, many had doubted the possible return of Zordon because in the official images we could only see a broken crystal. In this channel, we insisted that the return of this character was possible, and we only based on the obvious part for any writer of a project like this. Any writer of a story wants to get the audience excited, and usually superhero projects must include a few things to make that happen. The main things to look for in these types of projects are moments of action, moments of sadness, and epic moments. We saw all of this in the special episode, and that's why it was such a great project. The action moments we had all the time, with many battles from the beginning of the episode. The moments of sadness were several, as we witnessed the death of Trini, the pain of a daughter for losing her mother, the pain of a team for losing their partner, and we also had a finale to remember the actors who played Trini and Tommy. This touched many people's hearts, and this is exactly what a writer is looking for. We also had many epic moments, and one of these moments was Billy's attempt to bring Zordon back. That moment could have been more epic, but unfortunately, we already knew that something didn't work, and that's why it couldn't have the impact it should have had. This is why if they create another scene with the return of Zordon, then we are going to have the most epic moment, because, right now, we haven't had any images about it. Basically, it would be a surprise, and this causes it to become even more exciting. The writers of the special episode and Cosmic Fury are the same people, so they obviously could have written everything with a connection between these two projects in mind. If this really is true, then they could have created the attempt to bring Zordon back in the special episode just to give that story a start. This story of the return of this character can be completed in Cosmic Fury, and with this they would not leave an unfinished story. Besides, if they had created the return of Zordon only in Cosmic Fury, then it would not make much sense and would possibly be too sudden. Creating the story of this character's return in the special episode made more sense to the story, because if we were introduced to the entire Mighty Morphin team, then they would have to talk about Zordon at some point. Perhaps many think that the return of this mentor would be a waste of time, but in this Cosmic Fury story it would be a great benefit to the Rangers. It must be remembered that Zordon knows Lord Zed best and is possibly the only one who may know how to defeat him. This is not to say that Billy doesn't know how to defeat him, but Lord Zed is a very old villain and must have many tricks. On Earth, Lord Zed may be less powerful, but by traveling to space, especially to the planet Elter, he would have great advantage, and he is going to know what things to do to take down the Rangers. Space is an unknown place for the Rangers of Cosmic Fury, and although it is different for Billy, even so, Lord Zed still has the advantage. Zordon knows the weaknesses of this villain very well, and his wisdom could guide the Rangers, including Billy. Another thing that many have not considered is that the Morphin Masters are very connected to the Cosmic Fury Rangers, and perhaps they can help Billy to revive Zordon. These beings are very powerful, and we still don't know how far their powers can go. They previously did not want to interfere in the affairs of the humans, although we could see that the Green Morphin Master was actually interfering. Even so, we do not know if it was for that reason that they never helped Zordon to revive. Now that they are willing to help the humans, maybe it is the perfect time to ask for their help and get Zordon back. I know that Zordon was trapped in the tunnel of time and space, but many have not considered the possibility that the Morphin Master can free him from that spell. If this happens, then Zordon would be the perfect opponent to defeat Lord Zed in battle. Just thinking about this scene, I can feel the adrenaline rush, as this would become the most exciting moment in the history of the franchise. A battle between Lord Zed, one of the best warriors of Elter, and Zordon, the student of this warrior, but this time he is filled with wisdom. We know that in the TV series we didn't get to see other aspects of Zordon, as we only got to see him inside the tube, and for us, he was just a talking face. Those who have read the comics have been able to see other aspects of this character and know his entire history. Because of this, they know the potential Zordon has outside the tube, and also know that breaking the spell would be the best idea of all. Despite this, we must be realistic, and it is that possibly, due to the low budget of the series, we may only be able to see him inside the tube. This is obviously because that's the way everyone remembers him, plus, not all fans have read the comics, and it might be confusing to see him outside the tube. Write in the comments if you would like to see Zordon again, like this video and subscribe to bring our mentor back.